Tennessee, get ready to kick your summer off with a laugh as Highland Avenue Comedy brings the funny to Hub City Brewing Company June 6th at 8 p.m. Get ready for a night of nonstop laughs with some of the best comedians around. Whether you're out with friends or planning the perfect date night, you don't want to miss this show. Tickets are only $10, and you can get yours now at HubCityEvents.com and come enjoy some great drinks, great vibes, and even better comedy. Highland Avenue Comedy at Hub City Brewing Company June 6th at 8 p.m. Be there!
Welcome to World Class Championship. Oh my God. Hey, welcome to Live from the Archive. My name is Robb Helt. I'm the host, and every week we break down part of an angle that we do as a series. And this one is where we're breaking down Eric Embry versus Devastation Incorporated and all of Skandor Akbar's crew. I have got an all-star cast tonight. You never know who's going to show up. This man right there is none other than Fubuki. Fubuki is here, ladies and gentlemen. Scottie Wince in character as Fubuki. Right. What's going on, Bob?
That's enough of that. That was hot. I'm done with that.
Hey,
I
guys.
can't do that anymore.
What's going on, man?
Not much, dude. It's about 65 degrees here. It's beautiful, sunny, a little windy. You can't beat it with a stick. Tomorrow's going to be like 90 degrees, so I'm going to enjoy this all I can. How are you guys doing?
Guy's a prince, spelled the same as P-R-I-C-K. And that guy right over there, that is none other than the unified world heavyweight champion, none other than
the king.
In there.
It almost got a little bit anticlimactic right there, brother. Hey, he's got the Mac Daddy shirt. He's wearing the Corey Macklin shirt. Holy Beautiful. Shit. All right. Hey, before we get started, y'all, listen. Big shout out to my partner, Chad Anderson, MinfoBrandTees.com. I got the Ernestine and Hazel's t-shirt. I got the hat, and my brother even sent me the sticker. I'm not gonna undo the sticker, man. The sticker's gonna stay right here. I thought about putting it on my Jeep.
Ernestine and Hazel draws on next week, Scotty.
But here's the thing, brother. Look, there's not another one out there like, y'all fucking shut up. It's my show. I'll kick both of you out of here. Watch how easy we can do this, y'all. I can just hit that remove button. So anyway, he got me this stuff. Ernestine and Hazel's, Memphis, Tennessee. Make sure when you're down there on South Main, you go and check them out. Hey, also got to go through a few things before we get started. We're going into basically chapter 3 of the Eric Embry Skandor Akbar thing tonight. I'm looking for something. This is dead serious, guys. Reach out to me if you can find it. I'm looking for every episode of World Class that was aired, the Sportatorium shows only, from October of 88 to September of 89, and I am willing to pay for those. Those are a part of my childhood I'd like to get back because through hook or crook, I have found my journals from 1988, so I'm able to read what I wrote as a 14-year-old kid, and they are pretty messy, and so I had to go through them, and I had to figure out what all that says. And because a 14-year-old me looked at things very differently than I do right now. So that's pretty cool. We got that going on. So if I can find a way to buy those, that would be awesome. Also want to talk about the World Class show. We just, the first one is going to air next Thursday. It's going to air. It's going to drop. And that is our world-class show. And I want to tell you right now that is probably one of the most amazing things that I've ever seen in my life, right? So
Yes,
and we're going to talk about this tonight in the post show. Guys, stick with us. We're jumping to the good stuff here in a minute, but listen. So my wife sees this and she goes, "Oh, what's wrong with poor Smokey?" And I said, and so Gene's on the phone and Gene goes, "It's where he keeps his gimmick." And but I got to tell you, dude, look at this. I mean, look at this thing. That looks like me. Like if I take my shirt off, that looks like me. And that certainly, Scottie, looks like you. Absolutely does. Just doesn't have the tattoos, right? Okay. Right. So wait a minute. So I say that we are going to do the third episode of World Class. You and I are going to do shirtless.
I'm not doing Randy Hale's way. Sorry.
At which time you double down and you come back and say, "No, brother, I'm not doing it." Well, this led to our friend Chad Anderson and why I was going to rib his ass. This led to him putting out a shirt that was going to be the Helt podcast with the white glasses. And it said, "You're not pulling out of this" on the back, which is what I told you. You're not pulling out of this. We are doing the next show sans shirt.
Gay.
We are
not doing the Randy Hale show. Sorry.
We are going to prove
we are going to see his pasty back.
We're going to prove to everybody that this right here is what we look like. And those world-class guys look nothing like that. But I also want to thank friend of the show, Bob Anderson, because he reaches out to Gino and says, "Hey, man, I was going to say something, but I didn't want him to take it the wrong way." Let me tell you something. We take nothing the wrong way. The more shade you throw at us, the more we like it because we're both old ass men and we don't have time to be keyboard cowboys. We find it amusing as hell. So if you're trying to get a rise out of us, if you're trying to pop us, if you're trying to get us to go heel, it's probably not going to happen because we're too fucking old to care. But Bob Anderson triples down and says that we look more like Dad Street. You understand what I'm saying? And so I'm putting the copyright to it. We are now we are 1/3. I am 1/3 with you and me and Smokey as Dad Street USA. You understand what I'm saying?
We need to copyright that, boss.
Hey, I'm going to take care of it. Listen, enough of our bullshit. Here's what we're going to do. Hey, also, we are going to do the next show shirtless. I mean, your guns are ready. I see you all the time, Scott. Hey, everybody stick around too. Listen, don't forget to stick around. We've got it. I'm putting the link right in there. I'll be putting the link in the chat because when we get done with this show, we're going to roll right into the post show. We're going to be doing the Patreon post show, and that is only live for you guys that are here right now. When you're watching the show live, you'll get the Patreon post show. You just stay right here on whatever gimmick you're watching it on. But once it's done, I'm going to go in and trim it, clear it, and it's gone. All they'll be able to come back and see is the live show. We'll post the post show and pre-show over on Patreon. Now, look, guys, let me show you something. I just want to hit this real quick. Look, if you go to, I've had it up on the screen forever now. If you go over to Retro Wrestling Archive.club. Okay. If you go there, that is going to give you a link to everything that you could possibly need. Okay. Everything that you could possibly need. Hang on. I got to take that down real quick so I can add this up. All right. This is it right here. You go to retrowrestling.archive, right, or retrowrestlingarchive.club. That will get you here. And this gives every podcast that we currently have. But the one I want to talk about is this one right here. And it is join Patreon for exclusive content. If you click that right there, look, you can join Patreon for free. Okay. This is the Retro Wrestling Archive, but I want to show you something under the membership options right here. $5 a month gets you exclusive content, our private community where you get ad-free content, digital downloads, all of our live streams, ad-free videos, behind-the-scenes content. You get early access to our stuff. You get complete post archives. You get it all. Now, you get more than that if you come up to join the $8 a month and the $15. But I'm going to tell you right now, I've been a $5 a month member for a long time. And all this does is go to help support the podcast. I get zero of it. Scottie gets zero of it. We don't get that money. Gene is running the Jackson Media Creations Network, and it takes a lot of, stuff to be able to run that. So it's $5 a month. Listen, if you do it, you do it. If you don't, you don't. I'm just telling you, that's where you're going to get the post show stuff. And we have said a lot of things on a post show. If you remember the USWA hot mics, it's about the same thing. It's where you'll see Scottie and I light them up. We'll talk about the latest and greatest in the hemp industry, as well as anything that we want to talk about, right? That's all I got. That's all I got to shill, and I'm not letting the two of y'all shill anything else because we're about to get into it. Let me set the stage and tell you what's going on here, guys. Oops, I got to take that down, and I got to remove that, and then we'll add it to the stage again here, and let me back this up. Let me pause here. All right, we're going to pause right here. Here's what I want to tell you and where we are right now, all right? The night that this show airs on TV is the Friday after Thanksgiving. Excuse me. The Friday after Thanksgiving. Okay. Thanksgiving night, there was a show in Jackson, Tennessee. Remember, Jarrett owns this right now. There's a show in Jackson, Tennessee where Jeff Jarrett beats Eric Embry for the light heavyweight title. That's on Thanksgiving night. Friday night, we are at the Sportatorium. Now, I know that there was not a show that night that was ever aired on TV because of what I have in my journal versus what I'm seeing. So I found my journal and I have written here November 25th, 1988. This was the night after Thanksgiving. Dad took me and he looked super tired because millions of people came to Sam's Club today for the after Thanksgiving sale. Notice there's no Black Friday back in 88, so that's how I wrote it. Eric Embry was super mad tonight because he lost his belt in Tennessee. He fought Gary Young, who works for Akbar. Gary Young kept twisting Eric's arm and choking him, but Eric was fighting like crazy to get up. Akbar was yelling through a megaphone. My dad stood up and yelled, "Shut up, you old camel," which made everyone around us turn, look, and then start chanting camel. Eric Embry picked up Gary Young and turned him upside down and drove his head right into the mat. It looked like it broke his neck. It really did look like it hurt. Eric won. Then he pointed at Akbar, and Eric looked at the TV camera and said, "Fridays are the best." Now, that's from my journal at 14 years old on the night that this show would have played. Well, what they're going to do is, since we didn't have a show that night that played on TV, what they're playing here is actually on December the 2nd, 1988. 3 nights after this, at the Monday night, they had Will Rogers Auditorium. They did a show. They're going to recap this Eric Embry thing that we covered over remember last week we did the first 2 weeks of the Eric Embry thing. Tonight, they're going to recap what happened Monday night. So, November 25th, there was a show at the Sportatorium, but it was not televised. And I know that for a fact because I was there. I would have put that there was TV or I saw Mark Lawrence or something like that. It's not there. The second thing is, November the 28th is when we're at or 29th is when we're at the Fort Worth Will Rogers Auditorium. And so here's what happened as we go.
And before I seek your comments on the changing of the belt and all this, I want to first say...
So remember, he loses the belt Thanksgiving night. This is the Monday after Thanksgiving. So they're not on a bicycle loop here. They're going live with this to say, hey, let's talk about what just happened. You lost the belt. Here we go.
Congratulations and thank you, man to man. We've had a lot of differences over the last 2 years in some of your actions. But when the chips were down, when it became world class against AWA, of course, it was you coming through for the home team, for these people and this organization that had made things great. And I think everyone is pleased.
Thank you, Mark. You know, before we go into World Class versus AWA, I want to tell you something, Jeff Jarrett. Yeah, you beat me. You pinned my shoulders to the mat 1, 2, 3, brother. But you know, a little later on, Mark, Jeff Jarrett just showed you true colors. And you know what? Jeff Jarrett, you can bet your bottom dollar, brother, the flamboyant one will be coming back after the World Light Heavyweight title. Now, there's still a little misunderstanding, Mark. I did not come to the aid of Kerry Von Erich. It was another circumstance that I came via the circumstances, because in my mind, I know that Texas can kick Tennessee's butt any day of the week.
Thus, now you can see here, Gene, we are building to your feud that you've still got going on in 91. This is the 88 that we're doing this in world class. So Memphis hadn't seen this yet, but of course, here's where they're starting that.
Yep.
Understand what I'm telling you, Jeff Jarrett. You understand what I'm telling you, Jerry Lawler, Eddie Marlin, and the Boogie Woogie Man. Now, you know, there's been a lot going on. I didn't come to a Von Erich aid, but I want to, right here in front of everybody here and everybody out in the world-class viewing audience, which means everybody in the whole wide world, if a Kevin Von Erich or a Kerry Von Erich ever wants my assistance, all you got to do is ask, brother, and I'll be there. Now, whether a Von Erich wants it or not, that's okay. If they don't, that's fine. But if they...
Wait a minute. This is not your interview time, sir. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Eric.
If a Von Erich wants it, I'll be there. If they don't want it, I won't be, because I stand on my own 2 feet. I'm my own man.
This kind of shit when I was a kid had me literally sitting up on the edge of the couch, bro. Like I'm watching this shit.
Do my ears deceive me? Did I hear you say that you would come to the aid of those low-down scum, the Von Erichs? You know, Eric Embry, there's something wrong with you, boy. Something bad wrong. Because you know. Shut up while I'm talking. You know that the outstanding proposal that I made to you a few months back, and when you didn't accept it, that means one thing. There's something bad wrong with your brain, boy. And I'm going to tell you something else right now. You ain't man enough. I said ain't, like all you stinking Americans. You are not, or ain't, man enough to stand on your own 2 feet. As a matter of fact, Eric Embry.
Can I say something, Akbar? Let me tell you something. Point blank, man to man, nose to nose.
Dude.
Number one.
He said man to man, nose to nose. And then look at this dude. Look at this woman in the crowd that's got this thing. Watch.
It's a Halloween mask,
man
wasn't
to
it?
man, nose
Yeah.
to nose.
Oh, God.
Lord.
And that's a woman doing that gimmick. You'll see her in a little bit.
One, brother, if you ain't happy, this is an America, and I'm an American, then go home. Number two, I am my own man. I stand on my own 2 feet.
Puts his glasses in Mark's jacket.
He don't want him to get busted.
That thinks they can do anything about it, man, all you got to do is holler for them.
And now we know.
Look out. Look out.
So this is the turn that turns Eric full-fledged babyface right here. You can see here they're in the Will Rogers Auditorium. They're actually on a stage. So there's only seats around basically 3 sides of the ring, and then one side is hard camera with nothing. And that's the side that's lit because everything else looks dark.
Yeah, initially I was like, boy, they got it blacked out even more than usual at the Sportatorium. And then when they showed the other angle, I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, no, this is Will Rogers. Yeah. There's Black Bart.
We're flying from off screen.
Iceman Parsons has shown up first, and then Black Bart. And I don't know, since all of this is a new development with Eric making this announcement.
I figured Eric being all white, he was just going to gush blood here in a minute.
Oh, he will.
Oh, Lord.
There he is. You seen him do it right there.
He just did it right there.
Did he?
Plain as day.
up. They pulled his shirt off. And this is terrible.
Punch him in his dadgum face, Parsons.
They gonna put up a big X on his face.
Oh yeah, he's gigged up, buddy. Ice was left-handed.
I remember sometimes they'd bleed on TV, and all of a sudden they'd show their face be like this big red X.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
What's going on?
they'll cover that shit on TV here because this was KTVT. Boom, see, there they go. They just blurred it.
He just sat on his face too.
Oh.
All right, so
Unpleasantly attacked by Skandor Akbar and the Devastation Incorporated forces.
Unpleasantly attacked, as opposed to a nice pleasant
Is there a
attack.
pleasant way to be attacked?
Yeah. Devastation
all right,
usually knows for a pleasant
same night. Here we go. It's going to be Kendall Windham and Blackjack Mulligan
Oh, shit.
against King Parsons. There you go.
That fan I was talking about a minute ago that's got the Skandor Akbar mask on. Akbar.
Remember that Genesis music video they were making fun of Ronald Reagan? That's what that looks like.
It does.
Now Akbar sees that person.
So we got Black Bart and Iceman King Parsons against Blackjack Mulligan and Kendall Windham. Now remember, Kendall Windham, last week we talked about it. Kendall Windham's been wanting a piece of Embry and that light heavyweight title and all that stuff. Well, now Jarrett has it, so watch this.
Blackjack Mulligan and Kendall Windham, the father-son team here in the ring. Great match here from the Memorial Auditorium.
Beat him up last week, so he had to go get his daddy.
Here comes Black Bart back in. Here's big Blackjack Mulligan. And here comes Eric Embry. We had no idea he was even
with this bandage on his forehead.
Oh, yeah.
But he's come out here and
Just
it
busted
may
back
be all
open.
the same. He's trying to get revenge, but it's 3-on-1 again. But here comes Kendall Windham. Here comes Mulligan.
God damn, Mulligan was big. So that's an orchestra pit you're looking at right in front of you. See, they're up on a stage.
Yeah.
I never went there. I did go to Will Rogers Coliseum, but I never went to the auditorium.
That's one way to make Embry look tall is put him on the stage.
Yeah.
So now the fans know what's going on with Embry, but they don't know what's up with him and Windham.
There.
Wins of convenience more than anything at this point.
Here we go.
Declares this match no decision.
This Matt.
I hated him.
He is awful.
On this match.
Yeah.
This Matt.
Now watch. Now watch.
Now staring each other down. Windham, of course, came to his aid there a moment ago. And
Gives him the thumbs up.
He gets it
Gives him
back.
the old thumbs up, and yep, there it is.
Like an upside down mop.
We'll be back in a minute.
This Matt. She's like a South Park character.
Kabuki!
I mean, I'm just saying. So here's the deal, man. So this is setting up for everything that is about to get laid down. All right. So Jarrett, here's the thing, guys. This footage that you're seeing right now, of course, is on YouTube. Mark, somebody, I'll plug his channel one day. I grab it from him. He's the only one, obviously, that has this stuff. I get it. I'm parsing out what is good, bad, and indifferent. And then we go through it. Well, nobody's seen this footage because this footage was never on the network. The network had all the way up to September 88. They did not have any of the shows after that up to 89, because the 89 stuff in September, that's when World Class made the switch. Jerry Jarrett had everything at that point. So this footage is literally not out there, or it's out there, but that's what I'm looking to get a hold of, is that footage. There are gaps in here. There are things that we don't have. There are things that happen based on looking at my journals. But I'm going to tell you, this right here is complete Jarrett booking. I think. I'm sure Embry's booking it, but Embry's booking it with Jarrett in his ear because you can see now we're starting to do that. He's making a really good babyface turn right here. It's taken him some time to make that turn. He's making a really good babyface turn right here, and it's sucking you in to believing in Eric Embry. That promo he gave very soft. He wasn't ramped up. He wasn't 91 Eric Embry. We're looking at 88. So if Embry booked this, which I think he did, whoever created this angle to start running this and getting this ready is fabulous. And obviously they talked about the AWA. This is where, remember, they're getting ready for Super Clash.
Yeah.
They're getting ready for Super Clash, which is coming in December. So as they're getting ready for that, that's what is leading all of this up to try to get that there. And when we get to Super Clash time, we're not even going to fucking review Super Clash. We may look at a match or two. But we're not gonna review Super Clash. That's brutal. Scotty, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree with you.
Maybe a little bit of Embry and Jarrett would be worth seeing, but everything else, yeah.
Yeah, no, I'll pass on that.
Yeah, I mean, we already have to suffer through World Class.
Right, just stick to the meat of the matter, and we can just go from there.
Yeah, right. So I think remember, Iceman King Parsons has Botswana Beast, Skandor Akbar. He's got Botswana Beast. He's got who else is in here at that time? Black Bart. It looks like he's doing some stuff with Black Bart. He's got Iceman King Parsons. I don't think he has Wild Bill Irwin at this point, but there's a lot of stuff going on. There's some other angles that are happening at this time, and that's the Steve and Sean Simpson stuff. They're working the Rock and Roll RPMs. They're working. I was looking in my notes here that there's a couple of Memphis groups coming in. So, that's kind of what's happening right now. That's where everything's kind of going.
You got to love the irony. Like if a non-wrestling fan walked in the room and you're watching this and Devastation Incorporated is in the ring and you had Iceman Parsons and the Botswana Beast and Bart in the ring and you said, hey, one of those guys is Black Bart. That'd be the last guy they would pick. They'd be like, "Oh, the fat guy with the guy with the little tails on his head." No. The cowboy. That's Black Bart. Yeah, that's Black Bart.
What do y'all got? What do y'all got on Black Bart, man?
I think he's
what do you
underrated.
Think about Black
like
Bart?
I always found him to be entertaining, in a silly, Yosemite Sam kind of way. But people shit on the Desperados in WCW, and yeah, it was a goofy comedy thing that never went anywhere. But whoever had the idea, like, what if we was to put Black Bart, Dutch Mantel, and Randy Colley with an eye patch on and call them the Desperados? Just the comedy duo of Dutch Mantel and Black Bart is pretty damn funny. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, yeah. I thought his shoot interviews he did there at the end, I thought, I don't know if what he said was true. I mean, he contradicts himself a lot with the Landale stuff, and because Landale told what the story was, and so You
mean Mr. If it don't snow up, buddy, don't go guy?
If it don't snow, buddy, don't go. Chad Anderson, friend of the show, Chad says, "Love Black Bart." Yeah, you would.
So I put in the name just Black Bart without putting any wrestling reference to it.
Yeah.
If you put in Black Bart, it's most famously refers to Charles E. Bowles, a notorious Old West outlaw who terrorized Wells Fargo stagecoaches around Northern California and Southern Oregon in the 1870s and 1880s.
Oh, so isn't that who on A Christmas Story? It was Black Bart and his "We're gonna get you now, Bart" with the BB gun.
Yeah.
Wasn't it Black Bart?
I figured it was going to be him or Blazing Saddles would be the first one to come up before even.
Lord, I forgot about that.
Yeah, man.
Excuse me, I'm just saying. Whip this out.
Whoa! Did Ron Fuller show up? Robert Fuller here. Robert Fuller. Sorry, Robert. Hey guys, listen. Scotty, what do you think about this, man? Are you buying this Embry shit, man? Are you giving it 2 thumbs up or like? So here's the deal. You can basically say, hey, I'm with you on this, or hey, I'm not. Now, for me, obviously, I was there. I have my journal and everything, and there's parts. Matter of fact, there's a couple shows coming up. I'm going to show you. I told you I used to stand on my seat because I couldn't see in front of the people in front of me, and I would be up against that blue thing. You're going to see me in a couple weeks on that blue thing, just kind of standing there back and forth. And I'm wearing a muscle shirt because back then, I was ripped just like this. You can either like the show, and if you give it a thumbs up, that'll be great. We love you. If not, we're going to tell everybody it was Kabuki. And then we'll go from there. So what do you think about the show? What do you think about, not the show, what do you think about the way this is going so far? What Embry's doing? He's gone straight on heel to now he's made his turn.
As a kid, I would fall for this crap all the time.
Now, the fact that you called it crap really hurts me.
Well, you know what I mean. You're a heel 1 week, and then 4 days later, you're giving thumbs up to the good guys in the ring, and all of a sudden, everybody loves you to death. As an older person, he's a slime ball, and it's just not going to work because he's not a babyface.
Who's a slime ball?
Eric Embry is not a babyface. Eric Embry is a slime ball heel.
Corey,
he
did you?
Like,
Corey,
like that crooked car dealer on the corner that will say
he ain't a good guy.
Corey.
There you go.
Corey, did you hear him say, Mac Daddy, did you hear him say that he was a slime ball? Can you talk about that?
Everybody knows Eric Embry's the slime ball. He's an asshole. He's a piece of shit in there. I don't like him either. In 91, as we're watching him this entire year, and I'm like, God, how in the world did they ever sell this guy as a babyface in 88 and 89? Like this, there's nothing likable about this guy. Because when you see the overweight, clean shaven, pulling on his hair, scratching like he's got fleas, and yelling like a fucking lunatic, you're just like, there's nothing likable. But that promo a minute ago, I'm like, all right, I can. He seems like, even though he's got the beard that doesn't match the hair, which right off the bat, that's questionable. You don't trust a guy like that. But the promo was well delivered. I love the fact, we didn't get to talk about it a minute ago, but I don't think that Akbar intentionally said ain't to mock the Texas crowd. He naturally said it and then realized, oh shit, General Skandor Akbar shouldn't be saying ain't. I've got to cover this.
And he did.
He covers it. Then he goes to speak again, says ain't again, and tries to correct the aren't, and he's just like, fuck it. And that's when Embry goes ahead and hits him in a moment after that. But I think this is well done so far. I mean, I get what Scottie's saying. Like, you see through it if you're our age. But I can especially see somebody your age at that time in the crowd, and, here's Skandor Akbar and Botswana Beast and Black Bart, and Parsons has turned heel by now. You want to see somebody stand up to him. So poor old Eric's getting his head busted open out there, and sometimes
out there,
it thumbs up.
Yeah.
I think Corey would have gave him a thumb. He's talking tough right now, but like if Corey would have been there, I think he'd be like, all right, thumbs up.
He even mentioned, so here's one thing I will tell you. And I'm quite sure I watched the KTVT show because that would come on Saturday night at 10. And, guys, we didn't have any money, dude. So like, where am I fucking going? I get to go to the Sportatorium on Friday, and then I get to watch it on Saturday night because, I'm at home. And I watched the show, I'm sure. And he mentioned Eddie Marlin, and that would have perked me up because nobody in this fucking town knows who Eddie Marlin is. We're not exposed to Memphis at this point. And remember, I'm 3 years post living in Nashville at this time. So I've been out of the Memphis trade for 3 years. I don't know anything going on there other than what the Aftermags are saying for the mid-southern area, which is what it was called in the Aftermags.
Yeah.
So nobody in World Class has any idea who this is. But Iceman King Parsons as a heel, brother, nuclear heat getting magnet in Dallas. The problem was IKP came into that sister sledge. We are family. Everybody loved that motherfucker. So he wasn't getting over as a heel for a while. But then this is post the Blackbirds era, which we're going to go over that. we're going to see that at some point because that happened earlier in the year. And that's what that happened like back in March, April, May of this year, 88.
That was him and Buddy Jack, wasn't it?
That was him, but that was him coming back to do the concert, if you remember. And Buddy Jack and Iceman, Angel of Death is there. You've got the Super Zodiac running around with him. That's the one that he cut that promo and said, "You son of a bitch." And it was, dude, Terry Gordy right in the middle of it. This is right after Terry had come back from Japan. His knees are blown at this point. So he's working light shit. We're going to cover that one night just for shits and giggles. I'm going to tell you what, everybody, you need to look in the comment section over there on Live from the Archive over on Rumble. Hey, we're going on Rumble because it's easier for us as a group. It's easier for us to not have to worry about so many copyright strikes. They will literally copyright strike shit that is not owned by anybody. They will literally copyright strike it. But I'm going to tell you what we're doing, folks. I put the link in there. We're going to stay live. We're going to stay live right here, live from the archive. So those of you who are just too damn shy to even come backstage, you're going to be able to come backstage. I am going to head right out there to my area by my pool because it is time for me to leave the studio and walk my butt right out there. And that's where I'm going to be doing the post show from. And so we're going to be having a good time out there in just a little bit. We'd love for you to join us. Even Chad Anderson. Chad, we won't necessarily tell you that your mic doesn't work, but sometimes some of the things it probably won't. And it probably have some kind of lag and things like, why are you laughing, Scotty?
How do you see him? He's not on screen.
I can't even see Scotty on the screen, man.
Like
what
on Cena right now.
Yeah, dude, you can't see me. All right, there.
There he is.
Why are you laughing, Scotty? You were laughing about Chad.
What?
Stevie New. We can't hear you.
Can't hear you now.
What?
Oh. So it was funny if you came to the pre-show. That was the best rib ever. Scotty's like, "Can y'all hear me?" And we're like, "No." And Gene goes, "No." And he goes, "Well."
Yeah, fresh off mocking Chad. He's getting.
There's a name there. So you got hanging Chads and mocking Jay. We've got a mocking Chad, Chad.
Yeah.
That'll be a movie. All right, guys. Hey, so we're back next week. We're going to get into some interesting shit coming up because now we're going back to the Sportatorium. Now things are going to start lighting up a little bit. We're going to start getting a few more guys in from Memphis. We're headed up to that Christmas show. There is no Christmas Star Wars this year. There's an event, but it's not anything super big. And then as soon as the first of the year runs around, Jerry Jarrett starts sending people in left and right. And so that's where we're going to end up going.
Hey,
anything y'all?
Before you wrap this up, if I can be BT here real quick and chime in with some couple of plugs. I just want to say,
I was just going to say,
thing for you guys to go shirtless next time. I just want to say on Monday, June the 8th, we are declaring right now, we promise, me and Brandon Wheeler will never on the ECW show, the soon to be new #1 show on the network. Me and Brandon Wheeler will never appear shirtless on that show for the entire run from 1993 to 2001.
That tells me right there.
Be clothed on that show because we care about the fans.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to end the show. You need to go to the post show because we're going to talk about that in the post show because that's the biggest bunch of horse shit I've ever heard in my life. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why on the post show because you and I are about to have heat over that kind of bullshit saying you'll never do it. Tune into Power Pro tomorrow morning live. Go ahead and finish your plugs because you and I got heat on the post show.
Bring it. Ain't nobody worried about your heat, man.
Well, you still have more. Do you still have more shit to shill?
No, I don't have any more shows. I just mentioned the 2 that we have. Yeah. Fucking Power Pro tomorrow. Wednesday, we've got the USWA show. You can check that out. This coming Thursday, will be the debut of the World Class show with Robb Helt and Scottie Wince. There they are right there with producer Smokey. He's got his blade in that tape, but don't tell him I told you.
Why do you have to call it a blade? We just left it a gimmick. You don't know what the fuck it is, Gene.
Hey, that's what people watch this live stream stuff for.
See, this is why what they need to do is they need to come to the post show because I'm about to light your ass up. Keep chilling.
I need to get some kind of authentic microphone like Randy. Randy Hales has that Lance Russell microphone. I want to get Dave Brown's microphone. No, scratch that. I want to get the man. I want to get the GOAT's microphone. I want the microphone that Corey Macklin used on USWA. So I can sit in here and talk into it like Randy does Lance Russell. So I can
Whoa.
What?
Hold on. Did you literally just fucking put Corey wait a minute. No. You know what? We're talking about it on the post show. These people don't want to hear this bullshit. Tell them come to the post show, which is still going to air right here. You people don't have to go anywhere. It's going to be here.
So just sit here.
But you can sit here. You can sit here, or you can come. I'm going to need some backup in here. So like, I'm literally going to need like some people.
If you got heat with me, you're going to need some backup.
I'm gonna need some people coming in here. Chad, I need you. I need everybody. I need everybody getting in here, coming in backstage.
Chad, get all the fucking, bring all the Ernestine and Hazel shirts. We're in trouble. Bring the one with my white glasses on them. We need to handle Gene. Oh no, Chad's coming. Oh God, fucking Berenstain Bear from Memphis is going to come get me.
Berenstain Bear.
Come on, Chad. Turn your fucking mic on. Turn your fucking mic on. Plug your headphones in. You'll hear what I got to say about it in the post show. And no, you don't have to go anywhere, folks. Just stay right where you're at. It's going to get good. Man,
so much for that heat, huh, Rob?
I'm gonna cut a promo.
Oh, I got his. I got his ass. I got his ass in the post show.
You see who's going to be bleeding? Who's got the light?
Fuck y'all.
Hey, everybody. I'm Gene Jackson, and I want to introduce you to the Retro Wrestling Archive Podcast Network and the great pro wrestling nostalgia podcast we bring, including the Retro Wrestling Review Series covering the USWA, Memphis Power Pro Wrestling, Continental Championship Wrestling, and we've just added World Class Championship Wrestling, and now ECW. Plus great interview shows like Beyond Wrestling with Robb Helt, where the stories go beyond the ring. Then there's Dangerous Conversations with the legendary Dangerous Doug Gilbert and Tommy Wildfire Rich. Plus don't miss special live streams like Live from the Archive and Arc of an Angle. And the Retro Wrestling Archive Network is growing. We're proud to feature the affiliate shows like STS Pod, The Hang, Classic Pro Wrestling Talk, Get Your Bell Rung, and even more great shows are coming soon. But that's not all. Join the Retro Wrestling Archive Patreon for exclusive bonus content, early podcast releases, special extras, and access to a Google Drive that is absolutely busting at the seams with territory wrestling history, including our legendary Memphis Mega Folder. Podcast, interviews, watch-alongs, live streams, YouTube, Patreon, territory wrestling history. It's all waiting for you at RetroWrestlingArchive.club, where we're preserving pro wrestling history daily. Don't just remember it, relive it.